Well, howdy everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? This is your friendly neighborhood Chef Shatry. Yeah, it's late on a Saturday night. It's almost midnight here, but it's really nice out. We've had some really nice nights out here lately, and I'm just bored and wanted to do something. I had a brainstorm last night, Friday night. I was out here in the shop late last night, just brainstorming, looking at this situation. As you can see, I've got plenty of room in here now to where I could probably get a vehicle in here and work on. But there's still some things in here that I need to kind of maneuver around a little bit. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. The torches, for one. The torches, what I was going to do was, I was going to put the torches right here in front of the valve grinder here. That's where I was going to do it. That transmission right there was underneath this valve grinder. It was poking out a little bit. And I couldn't get the torch set in front of it with that transmission underneath of it. So I decided to put the transmission underneath the drill press. And then there's 3 sets of axles there. I know for a fact there's a couple sets of forward axles out of a 7.5 that will go in an 8.8 with 5 lug on it. That's the reason why they're kept around here. Another set, I don't remember what they're exactly for. I'll figure it out sooner or later. But I took some measurements here, and what I have there in my toolbox, I can actually put here in replace of Dad's toolbox, this blue cart, and the valve grinder. It'll come to about, right in here somewhere. And another reason why I decided to do this is because of the drill press here. As you can see, I put the drill press right there, but it's sticking out quite a ways. It was great when it was down here because you could put it up, closer to the wall. So that's another thing why I've kind of decided to move some things around a little bit. Since I got a little time, I haven't got that job in here yet. I'm just going to move some stuff around. Especially these buckets here. There's these two barrels right here my dad specifically had so he could put steel in them. As you can see, the one has got steel in it. The one doesn't have much in it. It's got a couple pistons. It's got a few pistons down in it. And there's a old fuel pump in it that I can't remember exactly what came out of. And then I found there's a oil barrel pump. There's a pipe thread die, what do we call it, wrench, pipe die wrench, or what do we call it. This piece, I have no clue and idea what it is, what it's for. Maybe somebody out there can tell me what it's for. It's from Craftsman. Yeah, I have no clue what it's for. There you go. Craftsman. I can eliminate one barrel, which would be this barrel here. The bigger barrel I'll eliminate. I'd like to eliminate both of them, but it'd be kind of nice to have a barrel, for scrap steel. My dad had them whenever he did pulled a motor apart, throw the scrap. You see, throw the scrap bearings, springs, valves, stuff like that. Just throw it away. That's where those barrels were for. We'd unload them a couple times a year. Another thing, my torch set. I use my torches outside a lot too, as well as inside. And then when I had them down here at this end of the shop, I could reach the torches outside and I could reach them all the way to the bench. And if I put the torches here in front of the valve grinder, I'd have to move them to get something outside. That's another reason why I'm thinking about doing some maneuvering around in here. So I'm going to do this. As you can see, I got a gap here, and then I've got a gap here, and then there's a gap here between this and Dad's toolbox. I could put my toolbox all the way down to here, underneath this window, and eliminate a lot of space. Or, what I'm saying, I can utilize the space better. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move this stuff around. I'm not going to take any stuff off of this cart here because I want to go through it with you guys, show you some of the tools that's on it. Right there's my dad's Craftsman drill. There's a drill under here. That's an old drill. Old. Now that might be the old steel drill. That's a 3/4 inch impact. I'll go through this stuff later. I'm not going to take anything off that cart. And, you know, see the stuff that my dad had. He nailed this stuff up on the wall. It wouldn't be in the toolbox. It would be up on the wall so you can get to it. I'm going to clean some of the stuff off of here. I won't take any of this stuff off the bottom of the cart here, off this valve grinder, because you can see that's where my dad had his creeper seat. That box here held metric bolts in it. I'm just going to move this stuff around, see what happens, see what I can do. I just wanted to make this video so you guys can see it the way it sits now. And I'm going to move some things around. And we'll see what happens here, guys. That's what it looks like now. Just wait until we get it cleaned up. I might make some more room. I'll be back with you guys. Well, there's that stuff moved out from there. As you can see. And you put the stuff right here. Right there is my dad's toolbox. And yeah. Opened up a lot of room here. Okay, now I'm going to sweep this area up. And I found, see, there's a crank here. There's a gear wrench thing for my dad's gear wrench that he bought. Oh, there's a, hey, here's what's left of this one hammer. That was a dead blow hammer. That's what's left of it. The rubber come off of it, but that's what's left of it. I wonder what happened to that. It was down here. I'm gonna remove all this stuff. I'm gonna take these are old AC gauges. Them are probably R12 gauges. I'm gonna move them. Wonder if anybody knows what that is. That's a dwell meter. AC Delco dwell meter. Tack dwell magnetic timing meter. That right there is my dad's for his thing, his license. That's where my dad hung his license at. I'm going to take this window out. I'm going to clean it up. Get this stuff out of the window here. And get this area cleaned up. I'm going to do the same thing with the other window like I did with the other window. Get it cleaned up. Right there's a belt tool. You can, find the size of belts and stuff. So I'm going to clean this area up. Get it all cleaned up here. So then I can put my toolbox down here. So I'm going to get that done here. Well, I got everything down from up here. As you can see, my dad didn't use small nails to hang stuff on. But there's the nails my dad used to hang the stuff on. This wire, he must put this in after the fact to go down there to that switch down there. Yeah, right there. That's for that. Here's my dad's vendor's license. See there? He got it June 11th, 1981. That's when he did his shop here. The auditor of Hancock County, Larry R. Dudgeon, DBA Automotive Repair. That's what he called his shop. Got it in 1981. That's when he was laid off from Ford. And I thought I'd show you guys this real quick. Then he's gonna he hung his, some gauges up here. There's a antifreeze tester. There's some sockets right there for, performance tools, drain plug sockets. There's some, them kind of things. And then his books for the parts guys come. Well, shoot, there went that. And then over on this side, more the same. You had a gauge over here and whatnot over here. And then there was a fuse. Well, let me get down before I fall off here. Yeah, get a focus on it. Yeah, I have one of these fuse holders here on this side. Little fuse holders, all the fuses. Then he had his keys right here. And then you can see he had his ignition wrenches here. Didn't put them in the toolbox. He hung them on the wall, along with some oil filter stuff and his C-clamps and pry bars and whatnot. He had a roll of mechanics wire up on the wall too, hung up. Okay, well, I got this cleaned up. Oh, another thing I want to show you. He had his little pocket here for screwdrivers or pencils. Pens and pencils. He had a little thing here, pouch here, for hung up on the wall for his pens and pencils. And he actually had a pencil sharpener here right above his desk. Pencil sharpener, so he can sharpen his pencils anytime he wanted to. Okay, now I need to get this window out. I'm going to clean it up. So there we go. I got the floor cleaned up, as you can see. Now I'm going to clean the window so I can move my toolbox over here. I'm going to leave that stuff the way it is, right there on the wall. That's fine with me. It can stay there. So just clean the window out. Well, I got the windows out and I cleaned them up, but I gotta show you guys this real quick. You see that right there? That is a thermometer my dad put outside the window, so he knew what the temperature was outside. And I can see that it's been turned at one time or another, possibly. So let's turn this thing around and see if there's still something on it. Well, there's not much. You can't see. You can't see much of it, but it's yeah, you can see it's still working, but you can't see too much of the gauge. I might have to replace that someday. But there's a thermometer outside the window. I just thought I'd show that real quick before I put this window actually had a screen in it, so you could open it up and get fresh air in here. So I'll put the screen back in it, get the windows cleaned up, and I'll get back with you. Well, there we go. I got that window cleaned out. Got it all cleaned up. I can see it's not as clean as that other one for some odd reason. But anyway, it's clean. Cleaner than what has been. And let's see if my idea has worked out. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my toolbox down here and put in this area. I'm going to put it right up against my dad's desk and just see where it comes out at. Wish me luck. Well, what do you think, guys? That's kind of where I want it, I guess. I got it all the way up against my dad's old desk there. I made it so there's no gap here very much. An inch, maybe an inch gap. But I gotta have room to take that out eventually. But all this stuff's gonna move here. But that's kind of, yeah, I like it. I like it where it's at. Just hopefully now I can get everything over here maneuvered around to where I want it to. You know, for this to work, this has to work down here too. So I'm going to get that situated down here a little bit. So let's go. I'm going to get that at. Well, this is what I've got so far. This is where I've got it figured out. So I wanted to put the drill press down as far as I can get it, so I can still open the door up, and which is perfectly feasible with where it's at. Open it up. It's got enough room for the door, which is great. I was planning on putting the valve grinder beside it, but then when I went to go to put measure it for the toolbox, you can see where the valve grinder's at over here, and the toolbox would have been up into the shelving right there. I would have had to put the lid down. But anyways, yeah, there's where we got so far. What do you think, guys? Does that look pretty good? Look pretty decent? And my idea was to put my tanks down here at the other end of the garage. Just so, you know, just inside the door here, and just so I can open up the door. Open up this door. So I'll put the tanks in right here. If it'll work. Don't know if it will or not. But that's the idea behind that. But my main idea was to have the drill press all the way down to here, so I can open the door up. If I have to, I'll just put the tanks there. Find someplace else to put the tanks, maybe. I don't know. I'll I'll figure that out later. But yeah, that's where I got so far. I'm going to stop to end this video now. It's like, I don't know, it's probably after 2 o'clock in the morning, I do believe. Sunday morning. And I've done quite a bit out here, actually. I got 2 windows cleaned now, and this whole side of the floor cleaned up at least. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Like I said, I promised I was going to go through some tools. I'll do that eventually. We'll get to that. But I just had a harebrained idea, and I wanted to do it and see what it looked like. And that's what I did. That's basically, where I'm at. So, I want to get rid of that barrel right there. That's got old oil in it, and some of it's bad. So I don't know what to do with it. I don't know how to get the oil out of it. So I don't know what to do. We'll catch you guys later. Thanks for always watching. Catch you in the next one.